Thousands of blood-feeding ticks cling to this buffalo, draining his strength with every... Unable to reach them, the exhausted giant searches the dry savannah for relief. Then, from the acacia trees, a flock of tiny red-billed rescuers spots him. The parasites hide inside every fold, beyond the reach of horn, hoof, or tail. Behind his ears, the worst clusters feed, where his thick skin offers no defense. He scrapes against rough bark, but the brief comfort leaves most parasites untouched. Even the hardest termite mound cannot free him from enemies buried. Each failed attempt costs precious energy, while the silent invaders continue feeding. A faint trace of water draws him onward through the punishing afternoon heat. Every step feels heavier, yet instinct keeps the weakened buffalo moving toward water. For the oxpeckers, his suffering signals something else, a feast waiting below. One bird leaves the safety of the tree and glides toward the suffering. The tiny visitor studies every movement, searching for a safe place to land. With a delicate landing, the bird enters a world of horn, hide, and parasites. The buffalo could drive it away, but instead he becomes complete. Using sharp eyes and a flattened bill, Oxpecker quickly locates its first target. One precise pull removes a parasite that the buffalo could never reach alone. For the bird, each removed tick is a rich meal packed with protein. A burst of sharp calls summons the rest of the flock to the feast. Within moments, 8 hungry specialists circle above, their enormous living feeding ground. Tiny claws grip the buffalo's hide. The entire cleaning team touches down. Rather than resist, the giant relaxes and allows his unusual attendants to work. They begin at the neck, where warm folds shelter the largest hidden colonies. Behind the notched ear, one specialist reaches parasites hidden from every scratch. Its narrow bill explores the outer ear, clearing one of the buffalo's worst shelters. Absolute trust lets one bird work beside the buffalo's most vulnerable eye. Even beneath the massive horn boss, sharp eyes uncover parasites pressed against skin. Across the shoulder, the flock clears a path through the dense infestation. Working along his spine, the birds search between coarse hairs for smaller stragglers. From above, the flock moves like a coordinated cleaning crew across living terrain. One bird descends the flank, gripping tightly where every movement could dislodge it. They follow the legs carefully, clearing protected creases without slowing the patient giant. At the tail base, hidden warmth has allowed another stubborn colony to flourish. A specialized sideways bill helps separate tiny parasites from the buffalo's. Minute by minute, crowded patches shrink, and the buffalo's irritated skin finally emerges. By spreading out, the flock covers more skin while avoiding competition with one another. For the first time today, the buffalo's restless muscles begin to soften. Still carrying his attendants, the buffalo finally... The partnership offers more than cleaning. One sharp call can also signal danger. A distant hyena watches briefly, then abandons the now alert and powerful target. When the danger passes, patient and attendants quietly return to their unfinished work. Now they target the survivors, scattered parasites still gripping the buffalo's irritated hide. This is no act of kindness. Both animals receive exactly what they need. Oxpeckers sometimes sample blood from wounds, making this partnership useful but not perfectly. Together, the flock has removed hundreds, sharply reducing the burden across his body. The once crowded ear folds are nearly clear, allowing them to move freely again. At last, cool water surrounds the buffalo, soothing skin left raw. He drinks deeply, replacing strength lost the relentless sun and feeding parasites. A cooling wallow calms inflammation and coats exposed skin with protective mud. As the mud dries, it forms another barrier against biting insects and burning heat. The attendants return immediately, searching for the final parasites sheltered from mud and water. Only a few holdouts remain, concealed inside folds protected from the cooling bath. Freed from most of his burden, the buffalo stands taller, calmer. His steps regain their rhythm as he leaves the waterhole beneath a cooling sky. Together, the flock has removed hundreds, sharply reducing the burden across his body. He returns among his own, no longer isolated by discomfort and constant irritation. Buffalo provide food and transport. Oxpeckers offer cleaning. With crops full and daylight fading, the flock finally leaves its as evening settles, moves safely onward, restored. In the wild, survival often begins when two very different lives learn to cooperate.